Have you ever wondered what kind of deep, magical secret could keep the sleepiest Pokémon in the entire world wide awake? Tonight, inside the quietest, deepest corner of the Slumbering Weald, every single creature has already tucked its head beneath its wings or curled up into a soft, cozy ball. The gentle night wind carries the sweet, comforting scent of ripe pecha berries through the crisp air, and the grass is covered in a silver blanket of shiny midnight dew. But high up on a thick, moss-covered tree branch, a tiny Slakoth is wide awake, staring directly at the glowing moon with wide, curious eyes. Slakoth are supposed to sleep for more than 20 hours a day, so why is this little one resisting the heavy urge to close his eyelids? There is an enchanting mystery hidden right beneath his fluffy paws tonight, a secret so special that he refuses to let drift away into the dream world just yet. As the silver moonlight filters through the soft leaves, casting long, dancing shadows on the forest floor, the silence of the woods is suddenly broken by a soft rustling sound. Someone is moving through the bushes, and they seem desperately confused about something. What could be happening in the forest at this hour? And will Slakoth be able to keep his wonderful secret safe before the rest of the woods finds out? Out of the shadows stepped a very worried Pikachu and a tiny Teddiursa, who was clutching a completely empty honey pot to his chest. Teddiursa's tummy let out a loud, rumbling growl that echoed through the quiet trees, making him look down sadly. Pikachu patted his friend's fluffy shoulder, trying to comfort him, before looking up into the mossy tree and spotting their sleepy friend. They could not believe their eyes because Slakoth was still awake, gently swinging his long arms and tilting his head at them. Pikachu called out in a soft whisper, asking if Slakoth knew where all the wild Oron and pecha berries had gone. Because without a sweet bedtime snack, poor Teddiursa just could not drift off to sleep. Instead of pointing them toward the bushes, Slakoth simply smiled a warm, knowing smile and took a very long, relaxed breath. He knew exactly where the magical berries were hidden, but he couldn't just give away the answer yet, because his big nighttime plan depended on waiting for the perfect moment. But just as Slakoth tried to lean over his branch to give his friends a tiny, helpful hint, his lazy legs completely forgot how to balance. With a sudden, clumsy slide, the heavy little Slakoth slipped right off the tree trunk and tumbled down into a massive, fluffy pile of dry autumn leaves with a soft, cushioned thud. He landed upside down, his round belly pointing toward the sky. Looking completely confused but perfectly happy, Pikachu and Teddiursa giggled softly, covering their mouths so they wouldn't disturb the rest of the sleeping forest. Slakoth didn't even try to stand up. He just rolled over onto a giant, soft leaf and let out a tiny, wholesome sigh that sounded like a little yawn. He lay there perfectly still, enjoying the cozy warmth of the leaves, but his eyes were still shining with that big, mysterious secret. Pikachu realized that if they wanted to solve the mystery of the missing berries and find out why Slakoth was acting so strangely, they would have to stick together. But as they looked deeper into the woods, the cozy trail ahead became completely blocked by thick, tangled vines and dark, heavy shadows. How would the little team navigate the pitch-black path, and what wonderful surprise was waiting for them on the other side? Pikachu took a brave step forward, looking at the giant wall of dark vines blocking their way. He knew he couldn't use a loud, scary attack in the middle of a quiet night, so he closed his eyes and let a very soft, gentle spark of electricity flow to the tips of his red cheeks. With a tiny, warm crackle, Pikachu let out a mild, glowing thunder shock that didn't hurt anything at all. Instead, it worked just like a magical flashlight, casting a beautiful golden glow over the dark path. In the cozy light, the thick vines seemed to part right down the middle, revealing a hidden clearing filled with dozens of bushes that were bursting with big, juicy, glowing berries. Teddiursa clapped his paws in pure joy, and even Slakoth gave a very slow, happy cheer from his comfortable spot on the ground. Together, the three friends shared the sweet, delicious fruit under the starry sky, feeling warmer and cozier with every single bite. As Teddiursa's tummy finally stopped rumbling, Slakoth slowly reached beneath his soft, fluffy tummy and pulled out the real reason he had stayed awake all this time. It was a beautiful, sparkling star piece that had fallen from the sky, glowing with a soft, comforting midnight light. Slakoth's wonderful secret was that he had been waiting for his friends to find the berries so he could place this glowing star right in the middle of the clearing, making sure nobody in the forest would ever have to feel scared of the dark again. Now, the magical star piece cast a soothing, dreamy blue light across the entire Slumbering Weald, making the leaves look like they were dusted with silver. The whole forest became completely quiet, and the gentle night wind slowed down into a peaceful, rhythmic whisper. Slakoth crawled back up to his favorite branch, closed his heavy eyelids, and let out a long, deeply relaxed sigh. His little belly gently rose and fell as he drifted into a beautiful dream, letting out a tiny, soft snore that sounded like a lullaby. Pikachu and Teddiursa curled up right beneath him, safe and warm under the glowing star, finally ready to sleep. If you loved drifting off to sleep with Pikachu and the Sleepy Slakoth tonight, make sure to gently tap that subscribe button and leave a like so we can go on many more cozy, magical bedtime adventures together. Good night, little trainer.